Alrighty guys, I'm also going to explain to you, I was going to say in person, but in video, the final portfolio. I want to make sure I do it more in video mode because I'm a better communicator like this. And I want to make sure that there's no doubt, no anxiety, that there's clear, beautiful, stressless communication as you approach this huge 50% of your grade assignment. Let me grab some markers. Final portfolio. There's three major essays you wrote in this class. You wrote Brooks early, then you wrote your cultural analysis, and then you wrote McLuhan, or you're still writing McLuhan. One of these first two, you put into your midterm. You said, this essay is good enough to prove to Brent that I understand focus, I understand organization, I understand development support, and I understand ethos. That those are the global issues of writing that all writers worry about. So let's just say you put your cultural analysis essay in your midterm, and that was 20% of your grade. Awesome. Okay. Now we're coming up to the final portfolio. The final portfolio is different. It's going to have three essays. One, you are going to have a reflection essay. It's the exact same prompt from midterm, but it's not timed. You have all the time in the world to write this essay. You can honestly use the exact same thesis you used. You can honestly have a new thesis if you want. Just read my comments from your midterm reflection essay and use that essay as like a rough write or a shitty first draft. Because this one, I expect to be as awesome as any other essay you wrote in this class because you have 2 weeks, you have time at home, you're not under the gun, so really work hard on that reflection essay. Then, your second assignment in the final portfolio is this midterm essay. You need to revise it again. Make it even better. Revised midterm. Make this essay awesome. There's no excuse now because you've written a shitty first draft for that essay. You've written a first instructor review draft for this essay. You may have done a conference draft for this essay. You did a midterm draft of this essay. Arguably, in the final, this could be your 5th draft of this essay. Writing is a process. You're never done of an essay. You go into it again and again and again. So, revise that essay again. The third essay in your final portfolio is one of the remaining 2 major essays. So if you have cultural analysis as your midterm essay, that means you can do Brooks or McLuhan as your third and final essay. If you did Brooks as your midterm essay, you can do cultural analysis or McLuhan as your third essay. You do not have to have McLuhan in your final portfolio. I repeat, you do not have to have McLuhan in your final portfolio. You have to have a first instructor review draft for that due date, but you do not have to have McLuhan in your final portfolio. If it's just really hard and you really feel like you can't even begin to think about composition because the ideas themselves are really hard to wrap your brain around, don't worry about it. It was just another kind of ball field to practice your composition skills on. You can just go back and use Brooks or cultural analysis. So again, the third essay is one of the remaining major essays. All right? So those are the 3 things that are going to be in your final portfolio. An awesome reflection essay that you have out of time class to write, but it's the exact same prompt as last time, and I've already given you comments on midterm, so use those. The same essay you submitted for midterm, just re-revise it, make it rock, make it 4.0. There's no reason why it shouldn't be awesome. And then one of the remaining essays, right? Either Brooks, cultural analysis, or McLuhan, whichever one you did not use at midterm. Okay? And then grading-wise, the reflection essay is 20%. It's a big essay. The revised midterm is only going to be 10%. That was the meat of it. Just prove to me you can revise even more. It's just really practicing process. And then the re-revised third essay is another 20%. And that equals the 50%. Again, there's no tricks up my sleeve. I'm using the same rubric I've used all year. On the portfolios, I grade a lot less heavy because it's like training for the Olympics. You go to Colorado, you're at high altitude where it's harder for oxygen, it's harder to practice, and then once you get to London and you're at sea level, you're twice as fast. Won't grade as hard on the portfolios, but it's the same essays you've written. It's the same rubric I've given. It's the same comments. It's just focus, organization, development support, ethos, and process again and again and again. That's what makes strong writers. So hopefully that explains the final portfolio. You guys have come so strong. Your grades are doing great. Your writing is coming along great. This is not something to stress about. This is something to succeed about. So there you go, final portfolio. May the force be with you.